What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today, man, I'm going to preview and predict the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, aka National Semifinal game. You have the number 2 ranked and Big Ten champion Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the number 3 ranked and ACC champ slash defending national champs Clemson Tigers, yo. Excuse me. Um, First off, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on Instagram, or send me a friend request on Facebook. I might have my Instagram and my Facebook information down in the description box. Come give me a follow on the gram. Come send me a request on the book. Come holler at your boy, yo. What a matchup, man. This is a very, very good, entertaining matchup, man. It's by me being an LSU fan. I'm very intrigued to watch this football game, man. You got mano y mano, yo. First off, man, I'm gonna start off with the number 2 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes, man. Obviously they're having a great season, undefeated team. Big wins, man. They beat Wisconsin at home, Penn State at home. They beat Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship game. They destroyed Michigan on the road, yo. On offense, man, they led by quarterback, Justin Fields, the transfer from Georgia, man, the former, number 1 overall recruit in the country, the former Elite 11 winner, our Heisman Trophy finalist. The guy's amazing, man. I think he only threw like 1 interception on the season also, man, which is remarkable. Big time player, man. I know he's nursing a little bit of a knee injury, but, and nevertheless, man, big time player, man. Dual threat, could run and throw the ball. Running back J.K. Dobbins, man, who's just been a model of consistency for Ohio State. Pounding the ball, tough, hard-nosed runner. Some talented receivers, man, and guys like Olave, Hill, Victor, some very talented speed receivers. And defensively, man, obviously they led by Mr. All Everything, number 2 pick in the NFL draft. The Nagurski winner, every defensive award you could think of. Chase Young, man. Big time player, obviously, man. Missed a couple of games, and I think still broke the Ohio State single season sack record. Obviously he's a problem, man. He's a big time pass rusher. It's somebody you obviously got to know where he's at all times, and revolve your whole game plan around him. Linebacker Malik Harrison, and they led by Jim Thorpe Award finalist, man. Arguably the best cornerback in the country, should be the number 1 cornerback off of in the taking in the NFL draft. Jeff Okuda, nice long corner, another solid corner in the range of, good defensive backs out of Ohio State, yo. And when you look at the Clemson Tigers, man, offensively, man, they led by quarterback, Mr. National Champion, Trevor Sunshine Lawrence himself, man. Obviously next year's anything drastic happening, obviously next year's number 1 pick in the NFL draft. I mean, what can you say, man? Early on, he struggled a little bit, throwing a little more interceptions than you would like, but obviously lately he's come back into his own. Very accurate, strong arm, can make all the throws, a lot more mobile than people thought he was. Just a big time all around great player, man. I mean, big time quarterback, man. Running back Travis Etienne, shout out to him, Jennings, Louisiana native, ACC player of the year. Just a big time running back, man. A guy who's been doing it, man, for them, basically since he stepped foot on campus over there. Obviously a very, very great player. Those wide receivers, man. Those guys, man. You got T. Higgins and you got Justin Ross, man. Arguably the best duo and 1-2 receivers, dynamic duo as far as wide receivers in the country, man. Those guys are amazing, man. Obviously T. Higgins, Another first round pick most likely. Justin Ross, a first round pick when he's eligible next year. Those guys are just big time wide receivers, man. Offensive line solid, led by a guy like John Simpson. You look on the defensive side of the ball, you got Taylor Davis up front, and you got the Buckeyes Award winner, man, Mr. All Everything at linebacker, another top first round pick, Isaiah Simmons. Just like Chase Young, man, just a very gifted, athletic, but also smart, productive player, man. Big time player by him, like of him. And then in the secondary, you got a corner, man, a guy like AJ Terrell, man. This is a very, very good will be a very good entertaining football game between two heavyweights, man. Head coaches Dabo Swinney, obviously, man, is making a name for himself. Arguably one of the best, if not the best, one of the best coaches in college football. Two-time national champion, man. And his team is on a 28-game win streak, man. Ohio State, though, they led by, a new coach in Ryan Day, a guy who obviously as an offensive coordinator been around the program, for a very long, extended period of time. Clemson, got some wins, man. They beat Texas A&M at home. ACC was very down this year, though, for them, man. So, unfortunately for them, they didn't have many big, tough opponents like that, like LSU and Ohio State and even Oklahoma. But nevertheless, man, this team is a defending national champs, 28 wins in a row. And obviously, they are extremely talented, man. Looking at the matchups, man, when you look at whenever Clemson has the ball going up against Ohio State's defense, what Clemson should feel good is that I think Clemson could run the ball a little bit with Travis Etienne, man. I know Ohio State got really good defensive backs back there. Obviously, Chase Young is a problem as rushing the passer. But I seen Jonathan Taylor, from Wisconsin last game, have some success on him running the football. I think Travis Etienne, could get some running lanes, man. But as far as where Ohio State could feel good is, obviously, when you got Chase Young and Jeff Okudah, man, you gonna feel good. Like, when you got the best pass rusher and arguably the best corner, as long as when it's obvious passing downs, you send Chase Young loose, and if he get around that edge and get pressure on Trevor Sunshine Lawrence, guys like Jeff Okudah could come up and make plays. When you look at the other side of the ball, man, when you looking at whenever Ohio State has the ball against Clemson's defense, where Ohio State could feel good is that Ohio State, they got some really good, obviously J.K. Dobbins could do his thing, but they got some really good wide receivers, man. As long as Justin Fields have time to throw, they got some very speedy, good explosive receivers. Ohio State could make some plays in the passing game down the field. Where Clemson should feel good in this matchup is that Isaiah Simmons, man, he's a big-time linebacker, and they could probably use him, as a spy on Justin Fields, man. He is just a superb athlete. Like, obviously, especially with Fields not being 100%, Isaiah Simmons can run him down. So, if Clemson can find ways to hold up against the receivers and Fields got to run, you got a guy an Isaiah Simmons that could run and catch him. Now for my prediction, man. Obviously, man, hopefully LSU get the win early in the day so I can sit back and really enjoy this game. And scout both teams really even closer. This is just what a matchup, man. Both these teams got superb athletes. Both these teams got great players. Both these teams got really good These quarterbacks were not only the number one and number two quarterback coming out in the recruiting class. They was number one and number two overall coming out of the recruiting class, and they went head to head in the Elite 11, competition, man. I know Ohio State is a big time team, man. I know Ohio State has talent everywhere. I know they're the number two team in the country. They play the competition in Clemson. But man, I gotta roll with Clemson, man. Just Trevor Sunshine Lawrence, the fact that, he's been here, the fact that Dabo has been here, the fact that Clemson may come in with a little more chip on his shoulder than Ohio State. And the fact that just a guy like Justin Fields, man, I haven't seen it. I granted they played some good teams in the Big Ten. They haven't played a team with this quite an athletes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Justin Fields can be. I seen at times he could get a little inaccurate at times, man. He could get a little wild with his throws at times. And I think he gonna pay for that against Clemson, man. Though I do like this to be a very, very great game. I got the Clemson Tigers beating the Ohio State Buckeyes 27-24, which would hopefully set up a national championship game between LSU and Clemson. I got Clemson 27, Ohio State 24, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have LSU and NCAA content throughout the year. Also, this coming Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to do a live Q&A. Y'all can come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should come join me in some good stuff. Until then, man, y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.